Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a wonderful day. In today's episode, Alex brings Tuna and baby Henry to his mother's house for a simple New Year meal, not to escape problems, but to breathe. Between warm tea, gentle food, and quiet family rules, Tuna speaks honestly about one wish for the year: peace without fear becoming a routine. And for once, Alex doesn't carry everything alone. If you enjoy healing slice-of-life family moments, don't forget to subscribe. Let's begin. Alex came for Tuna a little before noon, not with urgency, but with the calm of someone who had already decided what the day should feel like. He opened the bamboo gate quietly and waited until she stepped out with Henry bundled against her chest. "Let's go eat at my mom's," he said. "Just lunch. Nothing complicated." Tuna blinked. She had a habit of tensing before she even knew why. "Is she busy?" Tuna asked. "She'll be happy," Alex replied, "and you need a warm meal without standing over the stove." Tuna looked down at Henry's hat and adjusted it by a fingertip. Henry stared up at her, calm and curious, then turned his cheek into her scarf. Finally, she nodded. "Okay," she said. "We'll go." Alex carried Henry's bag and the small gift basket Tuna had prepared. Fruit and a few neatly wrapped pieces of bonchong. He placed everything carefully in the car so nothing would crush. Then he buckled Henry in with the same patience he used for every small safety check. On the drive, the town moved at a slower rhythm. Doors were open. People stood in front yards greeting neighbors. Red decorations hung at entryways, bright against the winter light. Tuna watched it all through the window and let herself breathe. When they arrived, Alex's mother opened the door before they knocked. She wore simple holiday clothes, hair tied back neatly, her expression warm the moment she saw Henry. Come in," she said softly. "Happy New Year." "Happy New Year," Tuna replied, bowing her head slightly. Alex nodded. "Happy New Year, Mom." Alex's mother reached for Henry with practiced hands. "Let me hold him. You two wash your hands first." Tuna hesitated for half a breath, then passed Henry over. Henry blinked once at the new arms, then settled quickly, cheek resting against the older woman's shoulder. Alex's mother rocked him with a steady rhythm, as if her body remembered the motion without effort. "He's heavier," she said, satisfied. "Good, he's growing well." Tuna smiled, shy. "He eats well." Alex's mother pointed toward the table. "Sit, don't stand like guests. Today is Tet." Tuna sat, then immediately glanced toward the kitchen, instinctively ready to help. Alex's mother noticed and waved her back down. "No," she said. "You help by sitting." Tuna's cheeks warmed. She folded her hands in her lap, unsure what to do when she wasn't working. Alex poured tea and set a cup in front of her. "Listen to her," he murmured, almost amused. Tuna held the cup with both hands. The warmth moved into her fingers. She took a sip and felt her shoulders loosen. In the kitchen, Alex's mother moved calmly. A pot simmered softly. Vegetables were rinsed and arranged. A small bowl of braised food warmed on the stove. Nothing extravagant, but everything clean and thoughtful. Henry stirred once, then went quiet again as Alex's mother adjusted his blanket edge. "You've been sleeping better?" she asked Tuna while setting a plate on the table. Tuna nodded. "Better. The house feels settled." Alex's mother gave a small, approving nod. "Good. A settled house helps a mother's heart." Tuna looked down at the tea for a second, swallowing emotion. Kindness still did that to her. Alex sat beside Tuna, close enough that she could feel his shoulder near hers. He didn't talk much. He washed his mother's hands, watched Henry sleep, watched Tuna's posture as if confirming she was actually resting. When the food was ready, Alex's mother sat across from them and spoke with gentle authority. "Eat slowly," she said. "No rushing. First day should start warm." Tuna nodded. Yes. They ate. The soup warmed Tuna from the inside out. She realized she hadn't eaten properly that morning. Here, with someone insisting she sit and chew slowly, her body finally listened. Alex's mother told small stories between bites. She talked about Alex when he was a child, waking up too early on Tet mornings to look for candy before the adults were fully awake. She described how he once tried to hide a tiny stash of sweets under a cushion, then failed because he couldn't stop smiling. Alex frowned and muttered, "Mom," but there was no real anger in it, only embarrassment that made him look younger than Tuna had ever seen him. Tuna laughed softly. It surprised her how easy it was. She looked at Alex and saw him relax by degrees, like each story loosened a knot inside him. Henry woke briefly and made a tiny sound. Alex's mother rocked him, humming under her breath. Henry stared at her face, then curled his fingers around the edge of her sleeve. The older woman smiled and kissed his forehead lightly. "Let him stay with me," she said to Tunam. "You eat." Tuna started to reach for Henry out of habit, then stopped when she saw how securely Alex's mother held him. The older woman rocked him until his eyelids softened, like she had all the time in the world. Alex watched from across the table, his jaw unclenching a little. For once, he wasn't the only adult holding the room together. Tuna felt that shift too. It made the tea taste warmer, like her body was allowed to rest here. Tuna's eyes stung. She lowered her gaze to her bowl and took another bite so she wouldn't cry over something as simple as being cared for. After lunch, Alex's mother poured more tea and pushed a small plate of fruit closer. "A little sweet," she said. "For a sweet start." Tuna took a slice, then stopped herself from apologizing for taking it. "Today is Tet. Sit, eat, let the body rest." Alex leaned back slightly, finally looking like he wasn't carrying the day on his shoulders. Tuna noticed the change and felt grateful for it. Outside, a single firecracker sounded somewhere far away. It wasn't close enough to startle Henry. It was just a reminder that the holiday existed beyond this room. Alex's mother smiled. "Good luck," she said. Tuna smiled too, quieter. Henry had been handed back to her once he settled again, and she felt the warmth of the room settle into her chest. They didn't need a loud celebration. They didn't need many guests. A table, warm tea, a baby sleeping safely, and a few gentle stories were enough to make the day feel like a real beginning. After lunch, Alex's mother didn't rush them out. She poured more tea and let the room stay warm and slow, as if time itself was softer during Tet. Henry slept on Tuna's shoulder, his breath even, his hands relaxed. "Put him down for a proper nap," Alex's mother said. "You've been carrying him since morning." Tuna hesitated, then nodded. She carried Henry into the small bedroom, laid him on the quilt, and tucked the blanket edge under his chin. He stirred once, then settled again, like the house had agreed to keep him quiet. When Tuna returned, Alex's mother was wiping the counter. Tuna stepped forward out of habit. "I can do that," Tuna offered. Alex's mother shook her head without looking up. "Sit." Alex leaned lightly against the doorway and added in a low voice, "Just sit." So Tuna sat, hands around her cup, letting the warmth move into her fingers. For a moment she felt awkward, like she was doing something wrong by resting. Then she looked at Alex's mother's calm face and reminded herself that being cared for was also part of family. Alex's mother sat across from them. She looked at Alex first, her expression gentle but direct. "This year," she said, "you don't carry everything alone." Alex tried to answer automatically. "I'm fine." His mother gave him a quiet look. "Fine is what you say when you want everyone to stop asking. I'm your mother. I won't stop." Alex's jaw tightened, then eased. "I'm trying," he said. "Try with structure," she replied. "Eat on time. Sleep when you can. Ask for help when you need it." Alex nodded once, the way he nodded when he accepted a rule. Tuna listened, then spoke softly, careful not to make the room heavy. "I want to keep peace for Henry," she said. "I don't want our home to feel like we're always waiting for trouble." Alex turned toward her fully, giving her his attention. I can handle real things, Tuna continued. I just don't want fear to become our routine. Alex's mother nodded in approval. Good word, she said. Clear, not loud. Alex reached for his cup, then set it down again. I hear you, he said to Tuna. I'll handle what I need to handle. Quietly, the right way. Tuna's shoulders loosened. That's all I'm asking. Alex's mother poured a little more tea into Tuna's cup, then into Alex's. Warm tea, clear mind, she said. That's how you keep a house steady. She turned to Tuna. And you don't prove yourself this year, not to neighbors, not to your own thoughts. A mother's strength is staying steady, not staying busy. Tuna swallowed, eyes warm. I'm learning. Alex's mother reached across the table and patted Tuna's hand once. Learn slowly. That's fine. The afternoon drifted on in small moments. Alex's mother brought out a plate of roasted peanuts and candied ginger. She insisted they each take one piece for a sweet beginning, then laughed when Alex tried to refuse out of habit. It's my house, she reminded him. You listen. Alex took the ginger, chewing slowly, and Tuna smiled at how obedient he looked when he wasn't in charge. They talked about ordinary things, which relatives had already visited. What food tasted best on the first day? Whether the wind would turn colder at night. Alex's mother asked Tuna about the flower beds by the walkway, and Tuna explained how she wanted them to grow fuller by spring. Alex listened quietly, occasionally adding one practical detail, like where the sun stayed longest in the yard. Before they stood up, Alex's mother pushed a small bowl toward Alex. Peel one mandarin, she said, for Loki. Alex looked like he wanted to refuse again, but he obeyed. He peeled carefully, separating the slices, then placed the first slice on Tuna's plate without thinking. Tuna paused, surprised, then smiled and ate it. See, Alex's mother said, small things. That's what keeps people close. Alex met Tuna's eyes for a second, and Tuna nodded, simple and steady. Henry sighed in the bedroom, and the house stayed gentle. When Henry made a small sound from the bedroom, Tuna stood immediately, then stopped herself. Alex's mother raised a hand. I'll check, she said. She returned a minute later smiling. Still sleeping. He's a good baby. Tuna exhaled, the tension leaving her shoulders again. Alex watched her and said quietly, See? You can breathe. Late in the afternoon, Alex's mother packed a small container of soup for Tuna. For tomorrow, she said, so you don't skip meals. Tuna started to refuse, then remembered the lesson of the morning and accepted with both hands. Thank you. Alex's mother nodded, satisfied. Now go before it gets cold. They gathered their things. Alex carried the bag in the container. Tuna lifted Henry carefully, making sure he stayed warm. Alex's mother walked them to the door and straightened Henry's blanket edge with the same careful fingers she used at the altar. Happy New Year, she said to Tuna. Keep your home warm. Happy New Year, Tuna replied. Thank you for today. Alex bowed his head to his mother. I'll come again soon. You come when you can breathe, she said, not only when you're forced. Alex nodded and didn't argue. The ride back was quiet, not tense. Henry slept again, lulled by the motion. Tuna leaned back and watched the last of the afternoon light slide across the window. Alex drove steadily, his face calm. At a red light, his phone lit up with a missed call from an unknown number. He glanced at it, then turned the screen down without comment and drove on when the light changed. When they reached Tuna's place, Alex parked close, helped her carry Henry inside, and set the soup on the bamboo table. He didn't list rules. He only said, text me when Henry is down and you're resting. Tuna nodded. I will. Alex touched Henry's blanket edge once, then stepped back. Happy New Year, he said softly. Happy New Year, Tuna answered. Alex left with one last look at the doorway, then drove away. Tuna stood inside her home, listening to Henry's breathing, holding the warmth of Alex's mother's words in her chest. The world outside could be uncertain, but today had reminded her of something steady. Peace could be practiced, one ordinary, careful day at a time.
Sau bữa trưa ấm áp đón năm mới, mẹ của Alex giữ Tử Na và Alex ở lại trong nhà, trong không gian yên tĩnh thay vì vội vã đưa họ ra ngoài. Bà khuyên Tử Na nên nghỉ ngơi, giúp trông nom Henry và nhẹ nhàng động viên Alex đừng gánh vác mọi thứ một mình. Tử Na chia sẻ hy vọng của mình cho năm mới. Cô muốn Henry được bình yên và có một cuộc sống bình thường, không để nỗi sợ hãi trở thành thói quen hàng ngày. Alex lắng nghe cẩn thận và hứa sẽ giải quyết mọi việc một cách lặng lẽ và đúng đắn, không để nỗi lo lắng chiếm lấy ngôi nhà của họ. Buổi chiều tiếp tục với những chi tiết nhỏ bé ấm áp, trà, bánh ngọt, những cuộc trò chuyện giản dị và những cử chỉ nhỏ khiến Tử Na cảm thấy được quan tâm. Trước khi họ rời đi, mẹ của Alex tặng Tử Na một hộp súp mang về nhà như một sự quan tâm chứ không. Tập phim kết thúc nhẹ nhàng khi Alex lái xe đưa Tử Na và Henry về nhà mà không có căng thẳng, chỉ yêu cầu một lời ngắn gọn khi họ đã ổn định. Trong khi Tử Na mang theo hơi ấm từ những lời nói vững chắc của gia đình trở về nhà mình.